Hi, so a couple of years ago I did a painting video series on some of these Metal Slug Gachapons. Now, I was in Akihabara and I was at Yodobashi Camera, and there is where I scored a couple of these from the Gachapon. And so here's the ones that I had painted up, and I did the figures as well. So I was with a friend of mine named his name's Lou, and he went ahead and bought the complete series. So he got a set of all four of these, and he asked me to paint his up as well as I painted mine up. He was really impressed with how I did mine. And so, actually I got these mixed up here. So he gave these to me, and it's taken me a while, but I finally have gotten around to painting the complete set. So, let me just show you piece by piece here. So each of these Gachapon come with a little Metal Slug MVS cartridge. I'm sorry, this would be a AES cartridge, I believe. Sorry if I'm not using the proper terminology. I believe that there was like a little Neo Geo that you could plug these into, if I remember right. Let me look at the instructions here. Yeah, that's right. There was another capsule, and it has the Neo Geo, and you can actually plug in the cartridge into it. And it has like the arcade stick as well. So I believe he has this himself, and he gave the rest of these to me to paint out. And if you have seen the original series, the video series that I did, these do not come colored at all. They just come in like this basic green, and each of the characters are just like this flesh tone, and that's it. So, pretty boring. So, let's look at these one by one here. So, here's the first Metal Slug tank, and the Metal Slug comes with these Gatling guns, and I did a much better job, I must say. I did a lot more detail on the painting of this than I did with my own. So I believe my friend should have plenty of reasons to be happy when he receives these. He gave these to me like, what, like a year and a half ago, and I'm finally getting around to sending these to him. So the little exhaust vents in the back here, I painted these up. The little tailpipes are painted up. These antennas are painted different, separate from the rest. The main body color was Tamiya. I forget which color it was. It was like some sort of gray spray, and the guns were also like a light gunmetal or something like that. I used some Model Master acrylics on these things here, and I believe I just used the black pen to get into the cannon itself here. So it's pretty nice. Now here's the character it comes with. So these paints are all done by, they're all Delta Ceram Coat, although I did use Model Master, well, what number was this? I don't know, gun, I think it was like a gun black or whatever, for the pistol, and I used Tamiya rubber for the boot color. Okay, so up next is the tank from Metal Slug 2. I chose a slightly different shade of gray, if you can see that, just to make it a little bit different, set them apart a little bit more. Now the difference is, like the first Metal Slug tank has these Gatling guns. These have like these cannons or whatever. So, and I don't remember actually from the second game too well. I don't remember these cannons, but whatever. It's been a while since I've played it, I suppose. Or at least you start out with this tank, and you might get this tank later on in the game. I don't remember. Anyhow, so I did a similar paint job on this. You'll see that there's like a steel color in here, and I painted the shocks or whatever they are down there. So here's the character it comes with, and again I used Tester's enamel gloss black for the sunglasses to make them nice and shiny looking. So I used the same colors for like their backpacks and such, as you can see. Next is the Slug Jet, or whatever it's called. And I see, the thing is, I don't like these landing gears. I mean, it already has landing gears on the bottom here. I don't see the point, and I've never seen an airplane that has landing gears that pop out of the tips of the wings. It's just kind of bizarre, I think. But anyhow, here you go. This is a little bit different than the one I had made for my own. And I have to say that this one looks nicer. It looks a lot nicer, I think. So here's the character hair that comes with it. And I used Mr. Hobby Aqueous Silver for her pistol. And her eyeballs were a little bit more detailed because of the nature of her face. Now this guy, he just has just like these pupils. And all of the pictures, he just has just like these little tiny beady eyes, his black pupils, so he was pretty easy. For her, I think I gave her green eyes. I tried looking for references, but I couldn't really tell what color her eyes were supposed to be, so I just kind of made them green. Lastly is the camel. And the camel comes with these Gatling guns. They're the same testers, or sorry, the same Tamiya as I did with the other ones. This is Tamiya enamel. I think it's like flat aluminum or something rather that I used for the back here. And just the rest of these are Delta SRAM code colors, just like the rest. And I used to do the final coat. I chose to use I chose to use Flat Clear XF86 to do a clear coat on these. And here's the character. So now she also has like matching uniform with the other girl, and I think her name is Theo, I can't remember. But, so, yeah, it's very similar paints. Now, just the way that, because she has glasses, unfortunately, they're not sunglasses, but because of the size of these, I didn't feel like, I could really accurately paint eyes, and then also, like, around the frame of her glasses. So I just made them like mirrored sunglasses. So there you have it. So it was fun painting these, although I certainly took my time to do so. It's been, like I said, he gave these to me a year and a half ago, and I'm finally getting around to finishing these. And I will finally mail these off. I've just had all these other projects pop up, and I just kind of lost motivation sometimes. And he was always telling me, "Yeah, don't worry, but you don't have to rush. Take your time." but I know he was just being polite. So I did take my time a little bit too much, but hopefully the wait was worth it, because he does not know how to paint these things up like this himself. So anyhow, thanks for watching.